Hi everyone, I'm back with another video of mine. You all know me, I'm Mona Lisa Joshi, the founder and director of Chrysanthemum Chronicles, a contemporary publishing house that I run from New Delhi. So, you know the reason why I'm here. Yes, I have started the Excerpt Reading Series from the book To Frida with Love, a book of vignettes. There are 8 vignettes and multiple authors have written for it, and this is a chapbook which we did with a prompt given in a Facebook group page that I also run, and from there we got some great write-ups and selected the best 8 vignettes to go inside this book, and this is how it shaped. So this is our dedication to Frida Kahlo, the Mexican artist, the painter. She was a great artist of her time, and her art was mostly surreal. It expressed her sorrow, lament, and melancholy that she experienced in her life throughout. Her life was not very smooth, so many challenges she faced, but she experienced love through her husband, Diego. Diego Rivera was very much elder to her. He was senior. He was senior to her in a way because he was doing some of the commissioned art pieces, while Frida used to peek into his room, and where she was also enrolled, and she was learning some artistry and something. She was doing a course on it, and from there she liked his art. At that point of time she was attracted to him. Diego Rivera was a big man. He was a huge giant structured man whom Frida, a very small sweet woman, fell in love with. And he was already married by that time when Frida fell in love, and Lupe, he was divorced also, and he had 2 daughters from his first marriage. So when they got married, Diego Rivera proposed her in her own maiden home, La Casa Azul, which is now a museum in Mexico, and it homages all her art pieces and many of the other things that she as a person, as a mortal person, she used, and now those are in display at the museum. And the best part is that this book, few of our copies have also traveled to La Casa Azul. I have sent some copies to the Mexican Museum of Frida Kahlo, and it's a huge honor for me to be able to do so. And so Diego Rivera proposed her there, and they got the approval from his father, from her father Guillermo, and this is how they got into matrimony. And Frida experienced some blissful moments in her matrimonial life, and she had good loving relationship with her husband. And do you know an amazing thing about Frida, that apart from being a great artist, she was a great cook as well. The first wife of Diego Rivera, Lupe, at first she was quite jealous, but then she liked this girl. There was some nip about this girl, her way of dressing up, the crown of flowers that she wore over her head, the braids and the skirts and the blouse, the way the Koyokan people dress up. So there was some magic about her whole appearance that Lupe also liked this girl who was very young, quite younger to her, and she taught her many recipes, many other Mexican recipes apart from what Frida learned from her mother Matilde. And those were the recipes that she cooked with great love for Diego, because Lupe told Frida that if you want to win the heart of your big huge sized husband, Diego, as they used to call him, a big man, so you have to go through his stomach and to reach his heart. And that's how it was. She learned many great cuisines and delicacies from the Mexican land, and she lovingly packed a basket of food for him, and then she used to take it to his studio where he used to do his commissioned art pieces, and then they shared a great intimacy of love, bonding, and sharing their meals. So today I'm going to read the second vignette from this book, which has been written by the editor herself. The editor is Nandita Deni Chatterjee, an amazing editor with 20 more years of experience in editing, because she was a journalist in Economic Times and some other high named newspapers where she has worked. So now I feel really blessed to have her editorial skills working and fine-tuning on our books and making them flawless. So today I'm going to read out from her vignette, which has been entitled as the same name of her house, La Casa Azul, by Nandita Deni Chatterjee, if you can see. So I'll read 3 pages, and before that I'll just have a sip of water because it's really hot. So here I start. Frida's studio overlooking the garden, a blank canvas on the aisle. A footnote at the bottom of the canvas. To Frida, with love. Dear Frida, the canvas whispers. I know you are here. I feel your presence. How can I not? I have felt your lifelong love. I have lived with you through our tumultuous years. I have mirrored you endlessly in all your staggering beauty, your infinite intelligence, in your paranormal pain. The sun is shining bright on the garden you loved so much. You sat here, lost in its serenity through the day. You arranged the marigolds tenderly in the dining room. Mexican horticulture fascinated you. You saw an extension of life in nature, in the plants, in all things, entwined eternally like vines. Do you remember the vibrant flowers you bedecked your self-portraits with? Beautiful blooms adorning your hair, each portrait a statement of your feelings, your intense passion, your love of life, your desires, your pain, and even your dilemmas. Yes, that painting of the wilted marigold, the marigolds you loved so much, a necklace of thorns you adorned yourself with, and surrounded yourself with the evil omened black panther and the black monkey which is strangling you with the thorn chains. Self-portrait with thorn necklace and hummingbird, you titled it. Was the monkey a symbol of the monkey Diego gave you? A symbol of the love yet excruciating pain inflicted on you by him? The rich elephant ear vine leaves having your back immortalizing the larger-than-life persona you possessed notwithstanding? Do the beautiful fuchsia flowers metamorphosing into birds whizzing around your mind emphasize the blossoming life force within you which the darkness could not still? Oh, dearest Frida, your own muse you were. With searing pain you drew every line, sketched your life, your desires, your disappointments, your revolt. You knew no one could portray you as well yourself, and you admitted that since you knew yourself best. Would anyone ever know that the little child in Quaken dreaming of being a doctor would be accursed by afflictions and be a patient almost all her life? First the polio which you hid with those long beautiful dresses, and the accident with the trolley at 18 shattering you in ways from which you never recovered. That was evident when years later the painting took birth, your self-portrait with a broken spinal cord, the broken column. Realism merged with surrealism in your art, portraying the brutal truth of your existence. Surviving despite the pierced abdomen and uterus, broken ribs and collarbone, 11 fractures in your right leg and more. Yet your spirit was not crushed. You embraced the aisle your artistic father gifted you when you were incapacitated and poured into it your anguish, your suffering, your paralytic conditions. And you arose like a phoenix to remind destiny who you were and supposed to be, Mexico's ultimate cultural icon, a symbol of infinite creativity, a combination of the male and female energies, a fountainhead of artistic and intellectual ideas and statements, a feminist idol and the greatest and most famous artist from Mexico. You shook the world with your lifestyle and choices. You married the then greatest living artist Diego Rivera, 20 years your senior. Your torrid married life twice over with him brought you untold misery. His philandering ways never ceased, and his affair with your younger sister devastated you and caused the first marriage to end. Yet you choose forgiveness and acquiesced to remarriage with him. Here I will stop. So as you can see that the canvas is, again, as I told you, that there was a prompt that the writers had to take inspiration either from her masterpieces that she created, or they could show it as a canvas that is trying to converse with Frida when she's feeling kind of in a gloomy state. So this is also another of that candid account where the canvas is motivating her and talking to her. And as you can see that how beautifully Nandita De has expressed all those parts of her life, the journey of her life which she went through. She had that accident, and then how it made her to draw that very famous painting, The Broken Column. And the one Nandita De is talking about here is the self-portrait with thorn necklace, which I have used in another of the vignettes, which I'll show you in my next video. But here I have placed the picture Roots by Frida Kahlo, 1943, and these are all the art pieces. The courtesy goes to www.fridakahlo.org. The credit remains with them, and with great thankfulness we have used these images with their courtesy. So this is that painting. I'll show you. No, it's because this comes for the next of the vignette, which I'll read out in my next video. So this was La Casa Azul by Nandita Deni Chatterjee. She is also the editor of this book, and her foreword is also very brilliant. It gives the precise and perfect exposure about Frida Kahlo. You get to know a lot if you are not aware about that this Mexican artist. And I hope that these vignettes I'm doing this video is a very special edition that I'm doing, because there are only some 8 vignettes, out of which I'm going to read out the 7 of the vignettes, and these are special edition videos because after this book will come to an end. A small book, a chapbook, and all these videos are a dedication and tribute to Frida Kahlo and to the writers who have written for this book. I really thank them from the bottom of my heart. So all the videos are giving you the drift, and that is, again, you have to pick this book up from Amazon or Flipkart and go ahead, read it, and leave a review on Amazon and make the writers happy and smiling, because their efforts will be appreciated if you do that. And as a publisher also, I will feel very proud and happy, and till day I feel happy and proud of producing this book, a very special book from my publishing banner, Chrysanthemum Chronicles. That's the name. And you can follow me if you are a writer. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mona Lisa's Literary Sanctuary, and also you can get the link in description of the Get Published segment. If you are a writer, you can send us your manuscript. You can get all the guidelines. So looking forward to meet some of the new writers out there. With this, I would like to sign off and wish you a great time ahead. Bye all.